What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, today we are going down the rabbit hole with a pick a card reading on what is my intuition trying to tell me. So I've got 3 oracle decks to choose from. I have my clarifying cards out here. I think today I'm actually going to do 4 piles. I don't usually do that, but I don't know. I was told to do 4 piles, so we'll see what happens. So let's get into it. What is the collective intuition trying to tell them today, Source? What messages do you have for the collective to help them with their intuition, to connect with their intuition and find out what their intuition is telling them? Piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. How can we help out the collective, Source? What messages do you have for the collective? What messages do they need to know to help them connect with their intuition? Piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. How can we help them out, Source? What messages do you have for the collective to help them with their intuition? Help them learn what it is their intuition is trying to tell them. Piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. What messages do you have for the collective to help them listen to their intuition? Piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. What messages do you have for the collective to help them connect with their intuition? Piles 1, 2, 3, and 4, Source. Alright. What messages do you have for pile number 1? What is their intuition trying to tell them? Pile number 1. What do they need to know, Source? Okay. Alright, too many cards all at once. I want one at a time, please. What is piles 1 intuition trying to tell them? Okay, they want this one. Hopefully they'll all fit on here. What about pile 2? What is their intuition trying to tell them, Source? What does pile 2 need to know? Okay. Are you going to come out? Okay. And pile number 3. What is their intuition trying to tell them? Pile number 3. What is their intuition attempting to tell them in this time? Okay, thank you. Alright. And for pile number 4, what is pile number 4's intuition trying to tell them? Okay. Thank you, Source. Can we see them all? Move them down a little bit here. There we go. Okay, pile number 1. What is their intuition trying to tell them? Pile number 1, Source. What is their intuition trying to tell them? Whoa! You want this one? Since they both flew out. Okay. Pile number 2. What is their intuition trying to tell them? Okay. It's getting real now. Pile number 3, what is their intuition trying to tell them, Source? Pile number 3, what is their intuition trying to tell them? One card, please. Pile number 3, what is their intuition trying to tell them? Pile number 3. Thank you, Source. Okay. Pile number 4, what is their intuition trying to tell them? Pile number 4, what is their intuition trying to tell them? Okay, they want these 2. Pile number 1, what is their intuition trying to tell them? One card, please. Thank you. Okay, pile number 2, what is their intuition trying to tell them? Pile number 2, what is their intuition trying to tell them, Source? Okay, they want that one. Pile number 3, what is their intuition trying to tell them? Pile number 3, what is their intuition trying to tell them? Okay. And pile number 4, what is their intuition trying to tell them, Source? One card, please. Thank you. Okay, pile number 2, what else is their intuition trying to tell them, Source? Pile number 2. Okay. And pile number 3. Whoa, alright. Simple, short, and sweet here. Alright. Hold up here. Gonna get some Sorry guys, I was just trying to get some cards to put on it. Okay. So we have pile number 1 with the Magician, pile number 2 with the Tower, pile number 3 with the World, okay, and pile number 4 with the Wheel of Fortune. Alright, so take a minute, guys, and meditate. Pause the video, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and think about your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you at this time? In pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Okay. Go ahead and move these off to the side. Okay, so for those of you that chose the Magician, what is your intuition trying to tell you? Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the 10 of Wands in the upright, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, and I do want to clarify the Devil and the Hermit just before we get into it. Okay, please have a clarifying card for pile number 1 for the Hermit source. Clarifying card for the Hermit. Please clarify the Hermit. 1 card. Oh, okay, they want these 2 to come out. Alright, that works. The Knight of Wands on the bottom. Okay. Okay, look at that. The 8 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. And the 3 of Wands in the upright. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm definitely getting this energy of you wanting something to be stable in your life. Like, you personally, like your conscious mind is asking for something to be stable, a situation in your life to be stable. And it's not. It's showing up that it's actually, you're fighting. You're fighting for some kind of loyalty. You're fighting for something to be everything you wanted it to be. You're fighting for just this energy of family. It's real family. Like, you have extended family here. And, you know, where the 3 of Wands being here to clarify the Devil, it's interesting because it's like, you know, an alliance of some sort. It's like expanding your options, right? And yet you're fighting with that. And I think the reason you're fighting with that is because you're having unwanted interference with family here. You're having this situation where your family is almost keeping you from seeking within. So you're fearing the future right now because your family is interfering with you. And so your intuition is telling you it's time for you to really, truly observe the situation, because what your conscious mind wants is this Devil in the reverse energy, but this is still addiction. This is still addiction to a situation that's not serving you. You know, there's romantic frustration here. So this is like a relationship that you have in your life that's actually an addiction of yours. It's like being addicted to a certain way of being treated. This isn't quite narcissistic energy, but it's not being treated the way you deserve to be treated. And it's like your family is almost forcing you to get involved in this, and you feel very like exhausted and weighed down by this. And it's like this 3 of Wands is talking about how when you look at this situation, when you observe this situation, pile number 1, when you allow yourself to dig deep, you're actually going to see that this has been a repetitive cycle in your life, and you're trying to bring this to a close so that you can open yourself up to emotional abundance. But right now you're not. Like, you're stuck, and you're stuck because you're letting other people determine what it is that you think you should be doing in your life. And so in that, they're keeping you tied down to a situation without you dealing with the root of your feelings. And I'm going to tell you, the root of your feelings is caused by the situation, the family situation that's with you right now. They want for the Eight of Cups to come out upright and reverse. It's telling you that for this to clarify the Hermit in reverse, to come out in reverse here, right? This is a synchronicity right here. No matter how you look at it, this is a huge synchronicity saying people are keeping you stuck in a situation because they like this person, because they agree with this person, because this person is similar to their energy, their vibration. But you're stuck wondering if this is where you want to be. And consciously, it's like you're stuck in an energy of wanting to please people. And your intuition is telling you, look, you need to trust me. You need to trust what is this questioning that's coming up, because your family is keeping you stuck in a cycle of not dealing with your emotions. And the root of your emotions is looking at your family, looking at the root cause here. So for this to clarify the devil, it's saying, look, when you actually deal with this, there's a new path. There's a new person that's coming in. There's a new situation that's going to arise in your life that's going to make you happy. You're going to set down all of that stress. You're going to set down all of that energy. It's like this isn't even being, this is actually in reverse, and I apologize. That's what I was checking. But this is actually in reverse. This is saying that you're going to set all of that down. And when you set all of that down, you're going to come up into extended family. But it's going to be with a new individual. This is a new person coming in. You have to let go of the old to invite in the new. There is no fighting for what isn't serving you any longer. This isn't serving you to stay in a situation that's making you miserable, that's keeping you from finding the truth of yourself. There's a lot of anger that's being displayed here. This is internalized anger, okay? Internalized anger that you're bringing to the table, because it's like when you try to talk to the people that you've always talked to your whole life and get advice from them, it's like they're telling you what they think you want to hear, not what you need to hear. And at the same time, they're also telling you what they want, and they're not looking out for your best interest. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword here. It's like they don't want to see you happy. And I'm sorry to say that, Pile One. I'm really sorry to say that. But your intuition wants you to understand that these people, they don't really want to see you in a good place. They don't want to see you in a happy place. They want to see you continuing to struggle with these addictions that were caused by the environment that you grew up in. This is heavy. This energy here is very heavy. But it's like when you set this down and you're willing to turn your Hermit in the upright. Look, if the Hermit was in the upright, he would be looking right at this, right at the family, right at this situation. But he's not. Instead, he's got his back turned to the fact that this is going on, and he's looking right here at this devil in the reverse, which is, this could be a relationship addiction, this could be a money addiction, this could be a real addiction like alcoholism, drugs, sex, okay, like it's greed. The devil, regardless if it's in the up or the right, it doesn't matter. There's still a very heavy energy that's attached to the devil, right? It's a devil regardless. It's in the reverse, it's still a devil. Excuse me, I needed a drink. But when it's in the reverse, it's more hidden, right? When it's in the reverse, it's a more hidden energy. It's not something that's blatant in your face, because this is something that it's like, it's easy to convince yourself that this doesn't exist. You know, like alcoholics, they don't admit to being alcoholics until something terrible happens or they decide to go to rehab, you know, and this is a very extreme situation, okay? And so if this is a trigger for you guys, just understand I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, okay? So these cards are all about, you're here trying to get advice and guidance, and I'm here to give it to you. Be real. I'm not going to lie about this stuff. Okay, but this, for the Knight of Wands to come up on the bottom of the deck, it's telling me that this is a situation that, this is romantic. This is romantic. So it's like, this could be a mistress, okay? And don't take that the wrong way. This could be a mistress of something, not as someone. This is something that has taken precedence in your life. It's like You have gotten so involved in this situation that there's nothing else on your mind. And that's why I bring up alcoholism, some sort of addiction, drugs, whatever it is. You've romanticized it. And so it's like, that's what's bringing the turbulence into your life. But, oh my God, look at this. Look at this. The 9 of Wands in the reverse and the 10 of Wands again underneath that. Guys, I can't make this shit up. I don't make this up. You see the cards. I can't tell you how many times when I use this clarifying deck, how Source is like, nope, I said exactly what I wanted to say. Right? So you've got it like this. So you have this situation, again, looking in the past. Like if we put him here, okay? He's looking at this devil, okay? You have a lot of barriers. You have a lot of barriers to get through. You have a lot of things that you're fighting with. You have a lot of obstacles to overcome, right? This 9 of Wands is like all about starting new. It's like starting over, but it's frustrating that you have to start over because it's so much energy. And then you have the 10 of Wands again in the reverse. Look at that. This is saying that you need to lay this down because look at all this negative energy. It's like you want happy family. You want happiness. You want abundance. But you have to listen to your intuition and you have to trust that when you put all of this down that there's going to be something better that comes into your life. A new path that's going to open up for you. Somebody that's on a better vibrational frequency with you and not against you because this is all against you. This is all not for you. And it's like, you can't be mad about it because this is something that's very connected to your childhood. Like I'm getting this has been a deep wound. I am getting that this is something that has been around for forever. And it's like to go against the grain hurts. It's uncomfortable. It's not fun. And that's exactly what, you know, why we have the family card here in the reverse. It's saying that. It's like I have to go against the grain and I don't want to do that. You don't even want to face this, right? You're this hermit energy, pile 1. You're refusing to spiritually grow from this. You're refusing to see the lesson that's here. You're refusing to see the cycle that's come up. And your intuition is saying, look in the right place. Stop looking towards this addiction, this person, this situation, saying it's going to fulfill you because it's not. It is just a repeat of the past. Can you be brave enough to turn your focus onto yourself? And in that turning your focus onto yourself, can you be brave enough to actually dig deep into the roots of why you do the things you do? It's not easy, it's simple, but it's definitely challenging and it's scary and it's uncomfortable because it means you have to look at the parts of yourself that you've been hiding from and you don't want to. Like you look at all this Wands energy here. It's like I'd rather deal with this and deal with this devil in my life than to deal with my family and actually trying to dissect the bad things in my family. And I understand that. But there's not going to be any healing here or abundance here until you really deal with this energy. Like this is Source coming out twice here, clarifying you want a happy family, but you don't have a happy family. And there's nothing that you can say, do, or change to create that in the family that you're already entertaining. You have to change yourself. And when you change yourself, it's going to open up a situation for you that is going to be more stable, that is going to be more conducive to yourself. You have to bring judgment down on yourself. It's not on these people. Maybe these people don't have your best interest in mind, but that's not their fault, okay? Like, and you can say, yes, it is. It's their fault. Oh my gosh, they don't like me. Why don't they like me? Why can't they just like me? Well, okay, it's not their fault because the thing is that they've always been that way and they haven't chosen to change. But for you to come on a tarot read, it means that you do want some change in your life. You would like to embark on the spiritual journey if you haven't already taken steps there. And sometimes what people will do is they'll take the first 3 steps and then they'll stall out because it's scary. It's scary. Those first steps are scary. To keep going is scary. It's not comfortable at all. It's scary as hell. We all experience that, but this is saying that this is the next thing that you have to deal with, and your intuition is trying to bring this up. It's trying to send a trigger into your life to deal with this because your prayers are, please bring me to a family that loves me and sees me as I am. This is a beautiful card to have at the very end of the reading because it's saying, look, once you deal with this mess, look at this mess. This is a mess. It's ugly. It's disruptive. It's chaotic. It's not fun. Right? This is overwhelming. But you keep praying, please bring me a family. Bring me my soul family. Bring me somebody that loves me. And Source is saying you have to deal with this hurt. And then in dealing with this hurt, can you trust that I'm going to bring you a situation, an opportunity that's going to help you? So your intuition right now is trying to tell you that you have to deal with what it is that you've been turning away from for so long, and that's dealing with the family wounding. This, I would say, would be the mother wound, but I can't even say that because this is the mother-father wound. So I feel like somebody was absent from your life and that created a hole in your life. I feel like you always felt like the third wheel. And you always felt like an outcast in the family, the black sheep. That's what I hear is the black sheep. You were the black sheep in the family, and that's... I've gotten to a place where it seems like my family accepts me, but they don't. They don't, because they're encouraging you to stay in an awful situation. They're not helping you out the way that a family should help you out. When you're in the Eight of Cups and the upright energy, this is talking about that beautiful family that's extended, that's supportive. Like, look at how supportive this structure is, right? There's no holes. There's no failings in it. It's like you stack the cups and they're all stacked up. They're growing. Like, there's this plant that's helping keep these cups up. And there's this beautiful energy right here in the center of being together with somebody who, it's like the Two of Cups energy here, right? Romantic, friendship, familyship, situationship, it doesn't matter. This is that energy of being together with somebody who's going to support you through thick and thin, and they're not going to judge you based on what it is that you're like. Over here, we have everybody else trying to fill everybody else up with an empty cup. So when your cup's empty, you can't give to anybody else. And you're growing upside down, like your plants are trying to grow and grow roots up in the sky. They can't grow roots in the sky and hope to blossom. Like, that's not how it works, right? So it's like right now you're like right before that situation where you let this go. For 9-10, look, you technically, I know there's a page, but if you think about regular cards, what do you have here? 9, 10, and the Jack, okay? I know there's the page in between there. The page is the extra card in the tarot, but you think about that 9, 10, and Jack. This is like you go from the 9 to the 10 of Wands to the Knight of Wands. So you're like skipping that immature energy and coming up into the ability to fight, but you have to turn these energies into the upright. Are you willing to do that? Are you going to fight for your own balance? Let's get some oracle cards for you, pile number 1. If we have some oracle cards for pile number 1, Source. Okay. Oh my gosh. This one flipped over. Yeah, this makes so much sense. Okay. May I please have an animal oracle card for pile number 1? What animal oracle card will help pile number 1 on their way? Okay, we want that one. Okay. What Kuan Yin card will help pile number 1 along their journey, Source? Thank you. Okay, so we have the 15 card, which is 6, over the Devil, which is also 15, number 6. So 15 is a powerful number for you. 10 is a powerful number for you. 9 is a powerful number for you. And 8. The only oddball out that we have is the Knight of Wands here. And the number 42, 666 on the board. Okay. Isn't that funny? This wanted to be over here, and that's the dolphin and the happiness. All right. So let me start with the ceremony invocation here. So this is about connecting with your crown chakra. If you look at this card, like look at how the spirits are speaking to her through her crown chakra. She's invoking a spiritual ceremony. So this is about learning a ritual for yourself that you can go and do by yourself to really connect with your intuition, to connect with Source, so that way then you can listen to your own guides and listen to your own heart and do what's best for you. I feel like this is getting away from your family, your physical family, and connecting with your ethereal family. Okay, the people and the guides that are trying to help you through the situation, they want to help you out, pile 1. They want to make sure that you're happy. They want to make sure you get to that next level. Can you connect with them? Can you really truly connect with them? Because this is an ugly situation, and they know that, and they're aware of that, but they want to help get you to this place of letting this go so that you can invite in new people. And that's not always easy. Okay, that's not always easy. Let's go over here. So we have the number 42, happiness, dolphin, showing up over the 8 of cups here in the upright, extended family and happiness, merriment, right? You're on your way to happiness if you choose to let go of the situation. This is why your intuition is asking you to listen. It's like, I feel like you question yourself every time your intuition tells you that this is not really what's happening. It's almost like your intuition says they're really not for you, and then your ego comes in and says, no, they're family, of course they're for me. You know what I mean? So it's like your ego and your intuition are arguing, but your intuition's not going to argue with your ego. It's just like your intuition's going to find space when it can to come in and remind you that these people aren't for you, pile one. They're not there to help you out. They're there to challenge you to grow. That's the purpose of this. That's the purpose of the situation. That's the purpose of being tied to this like the devil. Toxicity, right? It's to help you grow beyond that so that you can learn to discern things in your life, good things in your life, right? So let's see here. We got the number 15, Ivory Swan Goddess. I love these cards. I know I say it every time I bring out these cards, but I just really do love these cards. Okay. So let me hold this up so you guys can see it. Okay. So it says the Ivory Swan Goddess speaks of spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your soul light never fades, beloved. Release guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize your beauty and be more of yourself and shine your divine essence into the world. Do not cast your eyes away from the perception of your own divine inner light in all its purity and radiance, beloved soul. You may find it easier to believe in the illusions of sins. The devil, look, I can't make this up. The devil, the illusions of sin, okay? And unworthiness than in the truth of your spiritual innocence. Yet just like the purity, beauty, and grace of the Ivory Swan Goddess, your own soul is luminous, pure, and eternally graceful. You're being asked to recognize the divine energy within you without holding yourself back from unconditional self-acceptance and regard. It is time to accept your divinity in greater measure, to be present to the pure light within and not try to ignore it, downplay it, or worry that it is not enough. No matter what has happened in your life or what experiences or choices you have made, your soul light is as pure as the divine source itself, because essentially that is what it is. There is no need for spiritual shame or feelings of inadequacy. The light within all of us is exactly the same. We are just in different stages of realizing it. Kuan Yin, Ivory Swan Goddess, wishes to bestow divine grace upon you, beloved soul, to assist your spiritual growth at this important time on your path. For this to occur, you must be willing and able to receive it. As you choose to let shame simply be a feeling and let it go, as you choose not to empower judgment, condemnation, or criticism of the self by you or any other, you are walking the path of remembering the essential soul purity of all beings. This is a peaceful and joyful path. You become capable of seeing the God and the Goddess shining out at you in the most unlikely of people, situations, and experiences. You are opening to receive the grace the beloved Kuan Yin wishes to share with you now to help you live more joyfully in such a spiritual state of remembrance. Allow her to bless you with her grace as you remember the spiritual purity of your own being, free from taint, judgment, or flaw. I can't make this up, guys. Like, you feel guilty letting these people go. Like, you're like, I'm finally in a place where they accept me, but they're not, because they're not accepting the true you. There's something more spiritual and divine about the true you. And so Kuan Yin is coming here. In order for you to find your happiness, you have to let this go and really truly embrace your own self. That's what's going to bring you peace and happiness in your soul. Okay, 666 is all about finding balance. Everybody's like, oh, it's the number of the devil. No, it's not the number of the devil, guys. 666 is more powerful than that. It is talking about finding harmony within yourself and finding truth within yourself and being able to bring that into balance and seeing yourself with eyes of the divine. Okay, so that's what's going on here, guys. You got to find time to balance out your energies and not let these people, whomever they are, run rampant in your life, because they're running rampant in your life, and they're the ones that are deciding whether or not you get to be happy, and you're letting them. At the end of the day, you may feel like you have no power over your situation, but it's your life. You're the one that gets to make the decisions. And at the end of the day, like, it's funny. I saw this thing. It talked about how people are like, wow, you know, like, they want you to listen to them, and you listen to them. And then 30 years down the road, you're like, you know what? You're the reason I'm so miserable. How could you? And they're going to be like, why did you let my opinions matter that much to you? Like, it was your life. It was you that had the choice to make the decision. And you're going to be like, well, you know, and really, it kind of makes you stop and think, like, you know, in 30 years, they're not going to care whether or not you listen to them. Yeah, they may throw a fit about it now, but at the end of the day, they're not really going to care. They're not going to be like, oh, well, pile one, you know, like, you shouldn't have listened to me. Like, you should have, you know, they're going to be like, whatever. You did what you wanted to do. That doesn't have anything to do with me. So whether you take the jump and the leap to stand up for yourself now, at the end of the day, they're always going to wash their hands of it, and they're not going to take any blame for the amount of suffering they caused in your life. That's how people are. They displace blame because that makes them feel better about themselves. So in this, instead of trying to place blame on any one situation, rather bring yourself into a state of balance with the number 6. Maybe meditate on the number 6. I just got that inspiration right now. Maybe meditate on the number 6 and see what comes to you. Okay, see what answers are bestowed upon you, because I'm sure you'll find answers to it. And then when you meditate on the number 6, you know, allowing yourself to really jump up into that energy of knowing that you're worthy of having something good in your life, and not sitting here fighting with people because you're just trying to be a people pleaser. You know, at the end of the day, people pleasing never wins. It just doesn't win. It makes you miserable, and then other people just kind of laugh at you like, wow, who knew that I mattered that much? When they really wanted to regardless, right? This is what I have for you, pile number 1. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, pile 2. It's for those of you that chose the House of God moment. Put it up here. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Okay, we have the Nameless card in the upright. The Moon in the reverse. Woo, we've got some heavy hitters today. We have the 2 of Wands in reverse. And the 6 of Swords in the upright. Okay. So I want to get some clarifying cards here. May I please clarify the Moon card for pile number 2? Source, may I please clarify the Moon card for pile number 2? They want this one. May I please clarify the 2 of Wands for pile number 2, Source? The 2 of Wands for pile number 2. One card. Pile number 2, the 2 of Wands. May I please clarify pile number 2, the 2 of Wands? Thank you. And then it's interesting. We have the Page of Cups on the bottom, and then on my big deck, I have the Page of Cups on the bottom too. That's such a trip. Such a trip. Okay. Alright. We can get that out of the way. So what do we got here? Okay, we've got the Moon clarified by the 10 of Wands in the reverse. And the 2 of Wands clarified by the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Woo! Okay, so transformation is about to come. Let me get a drink of water. Okay, so you're wanting to go, like, your intuition's trying to tell you there's a transformation. But your transformation lies in letting go of something that has been burdening, wow, try and say that fast, huh? Burdening you for a while. It's been for a long time. This is a suppressed memory. This is something deep in your subconscious that doesn't want to come out. It doesn't want to be revealed. And the reason it doesn't want to be revealed is that is your ego saying, no, we can't handle this. But your spirit and your intuition is telling you you're ready. You have to cut this out. Like, look, if he swings this scythe, it's going to cut straight through both of these cards, right? This is weighing you down a lot. This is definitely a heavy hitter for you. This is something that it's like, I don't want to plunge into the depths of my subconscious because I'm afraid of what I'm going to find there. So repressed memory, this could have been abuse of any kind. This could have been, you know, I think people take it the wrong way when I say abuse. They think that they had to have been molested or something like that. In some cases, yes, that is. But this could have been something as simple as your parent telling you you weren't good enough, or your parent dismissing you, you know. And that could very well be what is weighing on you, making you feel like you're not good enough in this here, now, here moment. Okay? So this is about you learning how to really, truly go deep within your emotions, because what you're doing is you're suppressing your emotions. So it's like, I feel like there's triggers coming up for you constantly. I feel like triggers have to do with people who are offering you love when in reality all they want is sex. Okay, so this could be definitely a male group that I'm talking to. Does not have to be. Could be same sex. Does not have to be. Okay, if you guys are women, that's fine. But what's going on here is that there's a mother wound here that is tied to your sexual life, and it's only allowing you to ever get very shallow offers, very immature offers of love. Because they're not love, it's just, it's a facade. It's a facade that people are putting on, wanting to have something deeper with you, and they don't know how to offer that to you without offering sex, okay? There's very immature energy coming out here, and I feel like, yes, you two are also embodying this energy, but it's because of this. I also just got an image of being the third wheel in the family. This is like, this is weird. It came up in the first pile too, but this is like, your mom would date a lot of different men and then always put you on the back burner. And this weighed heavy on you because it made you feel like you weren't good enough to be a child in her life. Like it's like, why even bother having me when all I did was make your life miserable? Well, it's because your mom was getting the same thing. Okay, and this could be a father too. It doesn't have to be always a mother, but when the moon comes out, it is definitely connected to the divine feminine. This is a divine feminine wound coming out. Okay, so even if you had a father in your life, he could have been a divine feminine, right? Men and women, we embody both energies, and so this is somebody that was very feminine by nature in your life, and they made you feel like a burden. They made you feel inadequate. They made you feel like you weren't enough. They made you feel like there was no point to being in their lives, and yet your lives were tied together to go through this maze of what you went through. And there's a lot of anger that's coming out here. There's a lot of misconception. Yeah, it's like you were always hiding. I feel like you were always hiding, like under the stairs and getting places like the basement, the attic, or hiding just out of sight so you could see how this adult in your life was treating another adult with so much respect and regard, and you wishing to be an adult yourself, like just wishing your whole childhood away. And so therefore it disconnected you from your divine feminine, because the divine feminine is all about play, sensuality and play and being able to have fun. And it was like, for you, it was more about, let me just get to the place where I can have responsibility in my life. And once I have responsibility in my life, then I'll be fine. Then I'll be better. Then I'll be happier. Then I'll be stronger. Right? Like, and that's what's happening here. It's like a conflict of energies coming through here. So you could have been dealing with, could have been a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, an air sign, a Aries, Aquarius. Those are the energies coming out here. I do have Cancer energy as well. So, does not have to be. Okay, does not have to be. I don't know why I brought the signs up when I didn't in the first reading. But what's going on here is that your intuition is telling you have to allow yourself to transform. You have to turn your moon in the upright, which is just allowing yourself to feel these emotions. Because what I feel like happens is you get triggered and you immediately put the kibosh on feeling this and say, no, I'm just going to focus on my work. I'm just going to focus on things outside of me so I don't have to deal with this. So it's like you keep busy so that you don't have to feel this. And it's funny that the House of God moment's here, because it's saying that you need to face reality. This is saying you need to let go of things that are weighing you down. And this is weighing you down. This is what's weighing you down. Like, the Nameless card here is telling you what's weighing you down. It's very apparent that this is what's weighing you down. It's put you in a very awkward position. And you don't want to be in that. You don't want to be in that position at all. And I feel like you oftentimes get, like, you're not necessarily aware of this trigger. And what happens is that this is like self-sabotage, right? These two cards here is like self-sabotage. It's like Source is telling you in this card, it's time for you to really clearly look at the past and stop romanticizing it. Stop putting it in a bubble. Stop putting it in a situation, or stop repressing it. It's like you want clarity. You want to be able to move forward. You want to have this crown on your head and be like, I know what I want in my life, and I know the kind of people that I want in my life, but something happens every time you invite people in, and it's like unexpected defeat. So this could be, again, like you invite people in to be a partner with you, and you guys get close very quickly because there's instability in love here. Okay, you get close very quickly. And then what ends up happening is that something happens and they walk away, or you have to walk away because of something you found out. And in that, you like feel even more like you don't matter. Like, it's like, this is a trigger for this, and it's like you don't want to deal with this, so you go out and you look for somebody else. You go out and you replay this entire situation all over again, and your intuition is saying you need to deal with this. When you deal with this, then suddenly you're going to bring yourself into this beautiful, harmonious place. You know, with the Six of Swords here, this is about being able to be balanced. And it's like, if you look at this flower in the center, it's like perfectly balanced on all sides, right? It's like there is no unequal place. It's just, it knows that I can grow without having to worry anymore. I don't have to worry about the heaviness anymore. And it's like, at the same time, it's showing me that you're the one that's creating this prison for yourself of thinking that you're not worthy of love, real love. You're not worthy of celebrating love, and that's so far from the truth, pile 2. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of celebrating love. You're worthy of having the partner in your life that you desire, but it's like you're fighting it every time. When the moon comes up, that emotion's coming up, and yet it's like you don't want to purge that. It's like, rather than reliving this awful pain, I'm going to suppress it because your ego says you're not ready, and your spirit's saying you are. Again, it's coming back. Your spirit's saying you're ready to deal with this. Like, you've come to a place where you know you've grown from this. You're not actually living this anymore. Even if you have to feel the pain of this, it's not like you're feeling the pain because it's happening exactly like it happened when it first wounded you. This is saying that you're feeling the pain now so you can let it go and see that you're no longer a child in need of someone to take care of you, because you need to take care of yourself, and stop being so defeated by people who come in offering you love when all they want is sex. They say what you want to hear, pile 2. Not what you need to hear. They say what you want to hear. And you're triggered very easily, and you don't like to listen to the truth because the truth is what hurts. The truth is what hurts, and you don't want to believe that that's really what life is following the truth. It's like, I'd rather just follow some fantasy and get my fantasy and be full in my fantasy and grow from that. And yet, every time, it doesn't matter how many times it's happened. Like, I feel like for some of you, you're very young, and I feel like some of you guys are middle-aged, and some of you guys are much older. And it's like, there's been no way that you guys could settle down, because you keep getting these false people in your life. And the reason you get false people in your life is because they mirror this pain. These people that are offering you such little love. Like, I feel like your parent offered you this kind of love when they needed you to be on your best behavior to impress upon their partner that was coming in, that was only offering them sex, because they wanted to make the best impression. Like, I'm really getting this energy of like a single mom who needed somebody for money, and it was like, I just want to fall in love with the next person who comes along. It doesn't matter if they're a good person or not. Like, I need them to fall in love with me so that they can support me. And it's like, you took on that energy of saying, I need the next person to fall in love with me so I feel needed, because you didn't feel needed as a child. And that's what's so hard here. It's like, that's a heavy burden to carry on your shoulders. And so, like, your intuition is saying, what your intuition is trying to tell you is it's time to deal with this so that you'll understand you do have options, okay? So that when you deal with this, you're going to immediately flip these into the upright. And when you flip these into the upright, okay, you have clarity. You're going to have clarity. God's with you. Source is with you. When you flip this into the upright, it's saying that now I have options, right? This is like you have options with your life, but right now you're defeated when an unexpected event happens. And the unexpected event is when these people really, okay, and I'm sorry, but for my women watchers, I'm just going to say it. When a man or a masculine, a divine masculine comes in your life, they get your goodies and they walk out. They walk out like they really do. And that makes you feel broken. These two want to come out. It makes you feel right back to that same situation. And so you put on a happy face. Look, we've got tsunami, wake up call on the bottom. Like, this is your wake up call. You need to get out of this cycle, because that's exactly what this is. Close this cycle. When you feel it, you're going to close this cycle and never deal with it again, because you're going to have discernment over the situation. And freedom. You're going to be free of something that has plagued your whole family for a long time. What Kuan Yin card is going to help pile number 2 along their way, Source? Okay, please have one Kuan Yin card to help pile number 2 along their way. What Kuan Yin card is going to help pile number 2 along their way? They want this one. The Princess of Autumn Harvest, the number 22 over the 2 of Wands. That is a master number, my friends. Alright, let's see here. Look at that. So for these to come over, this is a transformation card. So I want you guys to understand the context of this. When you transform this pain, this hurt, you're going to have new beginnings. Again, you're going to turn your 2 of Wands in the upright and have options. You're no longer going to be struggling against something that's not serving you, that's not helping you out in the long run. It's like, it's often darkest before the light, right? Before the light comes. It's like fearful. It's scary. It's like, how do I do what I need to know? Because it's so dark. I can't see, and I need to be able to see. But what you're not understanding is that it's this energy of you suppressing it that's making it even darker and darker and darker. When you actually deal with it, the sun is going to shine. You're going to put light on this subject. You have to become the light. You're the one that has to become the light. The light is not just going to appear out of nowhere. We have rainbow blessings. Look at that. When you deal with the darkness and you shed light on it, then all of a sudden all these blessings are going to come into your life. You're going to feel a lot more grounded in yourself. Not only are you going to feel grounded in yourself, you're going to feel like you have a lot more passions to pursue. You're going to feel a renewed sense of life. You're going to feel like, wow, I can actually do this, and I don't have to put up with these bullshit love offers that aren't love. They're just people saying what I want to hear so that they can get what they want because they can't get it anywhere else. You know, a lot of people out there seeking weak individuals, and they're not weak. You're not weak. I want you to understand it. It's just, this is how they view it. It's like you're a weak individual that they can easily impress to get what they want. Okay, but you deserve so much better than that, because you're not weak. You're vulnerable and you're wounded, and it's in that vulnerability of being wounded that they take advantage of your wounding to get what they want. Do you see? It's how you look at it. Look at this. The number 21 card, protection, lioness. You are protected. It's scary. It's scary because you want something that is sure. You want something that is here, that's concrete, that's tangible, that you can feel and touch and taste and see. What Source is telling you, you're going to have to go without that for a while so that you can let your light shine on the world, right? Bringing in the dawn. Stop being the darkness. You're so much more than the darkness, pile 2. Look, we've got 22, 222 coming out, and you guys are pile number 2. You guys are very connected with Source. You guys are very connected with Source and your intuition, but you question your intuition all the time because your ego's been fighting you, trying to protect you and convince you that it's staying in this pain that's protecting you, and it's not. This pain is what's causing you from getting the stability in your life that you want. So let's see what Princess of the Autumn Harvest has to say to you guys. Gosh, this card is so beautiful with her loop back here. Alright. So, Princess of the Autumn Harvest brings gift of bounty and blessing. Again, blessings, right? for efforts and actions of the past. It is a time when fruit of labors is ripe for the picking. A beautiful blessing is on its way to you now. This may come in the form of a spiritual gift. What did I say? You guys are spiritually connected. Like, I can't make this up. An opportunity, a windfall of abundance, a significant relationship or important friendship, and more. With gratitude in your heart, you will recognize the blessing when it comes to you, and it will serve you perfectly. Be open to receive it, knowing it is justly deserved. And I'm just going to point out here, I feel like that's trusting your intuition at any cost, knowing that your intuition is always right. A divine blessing is on its way to you now. It might be obvious blessing where your heart sings and your spirit soars, or it might start off as a hidden blessing which leads you to your heart opening state in a less obvious way. Sometimes we don't realize that we are being blessed because a blessing is in avoiding something that would have caused us unnecessary pain or suffering. Let me read that again. Sometimes we don't realize that we are being blessed because the blessing is in avoiding something that would have caused us unnecessary pain or suffering, distracting us from our path and lowering our vibration for a time. This energy, that bullshit love, guys. It may only be sometime later that we realize that we were indeed spared what could have been a great suffering. Sometimes we don't even ever realize how loved and protected we are in our precious moments where we are gifted blessings in disguise. To be able to open to receive more blessings in your life, and many are available from endlessly loving, compassionate, and kind spiritual beings that surround us at all times, we can begin to cultivate a blessed frame of mind. Allowing the Princess of Autumn Harvest, beloved Kuan Yin, in her mode of grace, blessing, and bestowal of gifts to reside in your heart will help you enter this state. The easiest way to do this is to have gratitude in your heart as often as possible, even if you are not sure why your life is unfolding in a particular way. Imagine that behind every circumstance, the divine hand of your own magnificent higher self, assisted by Kuan Yin, is guiding you deeper into your own bliss. This blessing coming to you is a specific reward for endeavor, effort, and inner work over some time. It will look and feel like something precious that has been gifted to you from a benevolent universe, and it is. Have faith, be open, and receive, beloved. Your time has come. Look at that. That's dealing with this hurt and this pain. It's like your intuition is telling you to have faith, first of all. Really cut this out. Like, really cut this out. Bring yourself back into balance, knowing that you are protected, that you have all these beautiful blessings coming. Something is coming in that you're not even aware of. I don't think you're aware of this coming, Pile 2. I don't really think you are. I think that this is a thing. It's like it's going to shock you when it comes in, but understanding that you're more precious and worthy than these bullshit love offers that have come to you because people want your energy to supplement their own lack of energy. You shine bright. You shine so very bright, and that's the thing. It's like you have been dimming your own light for a long time because you're so afraid of being alone. And so it's like allowing yourself to avoid these situations, right? It's like, don't reach out to people of the past. Don't reach out to people and don't give people what they want right off the bat. Instead, fall into your own energy, and if you need to change your mind and say no to someone and that bothers them, well, that's on their ass, okay? That's not on you. And that is in no way a reflection of you. In fact, let me tell you, Pile 2, there's this beautiful butterfly flying outside. Transformation. Let me tell you, when you say no because you changed your mind, that means that you have found some sense of strength within you, and that in itself is a huge blessing. Stop being a people pleaser. You don't need to people please anymore, and you don't need to seek little seeds of love when somebody out there is going to shower you with the love that you deserve, because you've learned to love yourself and bring yourself into this gorgeous place of harmony, this gorgeous place of balance. And there are going to be a lot of people who are jealous of you because of that, because they want you to stay in that old energy because that's how they know you. But you can't stay there anymore because you're done with it breaking your heart. You're done feeling weighed down by trying to carry other people's burdens, i.e., not feeling like you don't belong. That may be their state. That may be their position, but that's not yours. And it doesn't have to be yours, okay? It just doesn't. It's not fair for you to carry it when it's not yours to carry. I feel like for a long time you've been given breadcrumbs. And I'm telling you, pile 2, there's somebody out there that wants you to, they want to bake you a loaf, a cake, they want to make you a dinner, they want to make you lunch and breakfast, and they want to eat it with you. Okay? They don't want to give you breadcrumbs. They're going to leave the breadcrumbs for the birds outside so you guys can enjoy an afternoon watching the beautiful birds come to you. Do you see? Because who has been in your life, they just don't care. And the reason they don't care is because for so long you've been needing and trying to get approval from everyone else. And it's in accepting yourself in entirety and seeing that you have beautiful gifts, that you're going to be blessed. And Source is like, all right, I was waiting for you to see yourself is the same way I see you, through eyes of unconditional love. You're going to get there. Just keep working and don't be afraid to say no. And if you're not sure, just say no. Just say no, because I feel like you're a yes person, and I want you to just say no. Just say no and see how that empowers you, okay? This is what I have for you, pile 2. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, so for pile number 3, for those of you that chose the World card, this pile is for you. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, or the 8 of Coins here. Hold on just a second. In the reverse. Alright. Okay, the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, the Emperor. Right off the bat, you guys may be dealing with an Aries. And we have the Star in the reverse. Okay. This is crazy. I just shuffled these cards. Look at what's on the bottom. The 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Coins. Yeah, so this is definitely... Let's see. May I please get a clarifying card for this Queen of Wands in the reverse, Source? May I please get a clarifying card for this Queen of Wands in reverse? For pile 3, okay? It's the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it wants to come out. Okay, so I feel like that's for the 8 of Pentacles, clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. Also clarifying the Queen of Wands. So I'm going to put this here. Alright. It just flew out. It just wanted to come out. So, and may I please have a clarifying card for the Star card? Source, may I please have a clarifying... Thank you. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is very controlling in your life right now. This could be a feminine energy, definitely. It doesn't have to be. But there's heavy feminine energy coming out. And then we have the 2 of Swords on the bottom in the reverse, which is good. Which is good. Okay. Sorry, I just want to get nosy for a minute here. Alright. So, here's the deal. So, we have the 8 of Coin that came out in reverse, clarified by the 8 of Coins in the upright. Okay, so this is saying that you're putting in, somebody here is putting in work. So I'm just going to say it to you because this is your intuition trying to tell you something. You have put in a lot of work to a situation. Okay, you've put in a lot of work to a situation, and this person is very controlling over you. They're very manipulative. They want you to see things the way that they want you to see things, and it's like they just don't care. They don't care how you feel. They don't care what it is that you think about it. They don't care what it is that you may bring into the situation. They just want to be the one that seduces you to give them the material gain that they want. And that could be sex, that could be a house, that could be a... So this is like a situation that you guys are in that you're providing them with something that they otherwise would not have. Or if they didn't have it with you, just understand pile 3, they would go and find it with somebody else. Okay, excuse me, I need a drink. This person's very fickle. And with the Emperor coming out next to it, it's like this person, so they have a problem with authority. And I feel like you're in a place of authority here. Like, I honestly feel like you're this Emperor energy. because you're the one that has something that they need and they know that, but they're still trying to control you. That's why they have their back turned to you, and they use this 8 of coins as their fuel for you. So it could be a family situation, but it's like, I feel like you're powerful in your own stance. So it's like when you're by yourself, when you're alone from the situation, you're very powerful. You're very influential. You have a lot of presence to you, but you feel very hopeless with this situation because you realize that it has to do with money. It has to do with money. It has to do with something that's very like material, that's in this 3D realm. So it could be a car. Maybe you co-signed on a car with somebody. Maybe you co-signed a lease with somebody. Maybe you co-signed on an apartment, a house, or whatever it is with somebody. But what happened is you got yourself into this situation that you're feeling very hopeless, shamed, and guilted by. And it's like this queen, right? For 2 queens to come out in reverse, this is the same person. They have their back turned to you. They do not care about you. So this could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a sister. I'm getting definitely feminine energies, but it could be a man who's very feminine. Okay? It could be a man who embodies the divine feminine, or he could be a feminine sign, so an earth or a water sign, okay? And I feel like you're the one that feels like you're supporting everybody. But here's the deal. You've been saving something. You've been saving something and keeping this hidden from them, and they're not aware of that. And so your intuition is saying you've been doing a good thing, but can you do it faster? This is slow-moving energy here, and it's like, can you do it faster? Can you come up into a place and just let go faster? Because here's the thing. With this 2 of swords on the bottom in the reverse, it's saying that you're on the path. You're on a path to a positive outcome. Okay? So it's like you're in the process of protecting yourself from something. It's like you have something hidden. So this could be a savings that you're not telling this person about. This could be you creating some, I keep hearing a cushion. I'm creating a cushion. And it's like, when I do this, I'm bouncing out of here. And I feel like this is not the first time you've been in a situation where you've had to work tirelessly to make a situation work, because you're seeing that somebody's not wanting to put in the effort. They don't want to put in the work. They want it just to be one-sided. And that's why the 8 of coins flew out here, because it needed to be both in the upright and the reverse, saying that one of you is working and the other one is not, because the other one wants to manipulate the situation. That's what they're manipulating. It's like, well, but you're already working on it. You're already working on it. You're already doing it. You're already creating a balance. Why do I have to work? Why do I have to bring in my side? Why do I have to do anything when it's like you're the one that's created it? And so there's this energy of like, they kind of like father you. That's what I hear. They father you in a way. And it's like, I feel like that's what they don't understand. They're trying to control you, and they don't understand that you're the one that's you're creating some sense of stability for yourself, right? You're trying to step up into your emperor power, regardless of your man or woman. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is energy that's coming through here that's saying, look, when I get my balls and bearings in order, okay, like that sounded weird, but that's what came out. When I get my balls and bearings in order, I'm bunking out, and your ass ain't gonna see me no more. And then what the hell you gonna do? And I feel like they spread rumor. Like, there's this energy of spreading rumors about you. It's like, look, they have their back turned to you on both sides. And it's like, you're the one that's like looking at them in both situations. Just like, it's like you're behind here, and it's like, you're like, haha, you don't realize how hard I'm truly working. You don't realize how hard I'm really putting in the effort to do what I need to do so that I can just get the hell out of here. Number 4 is about inner stability. You're creating stability. You have 8-8 coming out here talking about your abundance. It's like you had to go through a situation where you didn't feel very abundant, where it felt like somebody had control over you, or vice versa. Okay, this could be somebody else who's helping you out. They said they'd help you out. I don't know. This just came in all of a sudden. This is somebody that said they'd help you out, and they use you as a way to make other people feel bad for them. And it's like they're telling everybody that all you do is stay at home and do nothing. And you're like, that's what you think. But in truth, I'm actually working my ass off. It's like you might not see the benefits of it, but I'm working my ass off. So there's definitely 2 strong stories coming here. But I also feel like you felt guilty about this for a while. Like, you felt guilty about this situation. You felt guilty about having to do this, either to rely on someone else or allowing someone to rely on you so much. It was like you felt like you had to save them, and equally they felt like they needed you so that they could create a situation that they needed to be saved. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely two stories that are coming out here, but the thing is that they don't understand what it is that you're doing because they're not they don't even see you, pile 3. Like, they don't see you at all, right? For you guys to choose the world, do you see this is you guys completing a vicious cycle in your house? This is like in your house, right? It is really, because this is like a living situation. This is you completing this cycle. This is you letting go of something. It's like maybe you've had to have help for a long time, or maybe you've helped a lot of people for a long time. Whichever side you're on, it doesn't matter. It's like your energy is the one that's working hard to get out of this and to complete this. This is completing this journey, this cycle all together. Like, your angels are helping you get through this. It might be taking time. You have slow moving energy here. And it's like they're relying on that. They're relying on everything to fall through for you, because it's like, oh, you know, what would this person do without me? Regardless if you're the one that's taking care of them, they still feel like you would be nowhere if it weren't for them. And regardless if they're taking care of you, they feel like, where would you be? You'd be under a bridge if it weren't for me. Like, they want to be your savior. They need to be your savior. I really feel like I need to get one more clarifying card. I feel like for the Emperor. Okay. Well, with that being said, we've got coins cards coming out like crazy. That's it. That's it. Getting lost in a lost cause. You knew this was a lost cause. You knew trying to support this situation was a lost cause. It's like your intuition was telling you, it was like, this is a lost cause. It's like all along it was trying to tell you this is a lost cause. So whether you're helping this person, trying to help this person, or this person feels like they have one over your head, they don't see you as your energy here. This has been a lost cause from the beginning. Right? And 7 is about luck if you change what it is that you're doing. But here's the thing. It's like you're on the warpath. Okay, I don't know why I heard that, but you're on the warpath. You are the one that is creating this balance. I have no idea. I just feel like I need something else. May I please have one more clarifying card for the Emperor? Yeah. Oh, here we go. They want these two to come out, so I'm going to go ahead and take them. I did not pull this many cards for anybody else. Look, and then the Ace of Pentacles in the upright on the bottom. Yeah, you guys are coming up into a period of being able to support yourself in ways you've never been able to support yourself before. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands and the Chariot. 777. I can't make this up. Look at this. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the Chariot, number 7. 777. Your luck is about to change. That's what this is saying here. It's like you felt spiritually defeated by this person. Like you felt like they just came in and wrecked your life. And it's like with this 7 of Wands here, it's like you're going to blast out of this situation in a way that they couldn't even ever imagine. Like... It's like, look, you knew this was a lost cause. Like, this is so crazy. Look, it's like you worked hard, but you knew getting involved with this person or trying to give this person energy was a lost cause. Like, Source is reiterating this over and over and over again. It's like, right, look, they had to upheave your life. Look, and then we have another Queen coming out in the reverse. Like, this person is very feminine energy. This person's very feminine. They're keeping you away from your emotions for so long. So there's a lot that's coming through here, but I want you guys to know this is a home situation. There is a lot of defeat, upheaval. It's like something happened in your life that uprooted you from where you were. Okay? And this person came in as the Queen in the reverse. And so that's very manipulative energy. It's like trying to control your emotions, trying to control your money, trying to control what you do with your time. That's what they were doing. And you felt spiritually defeated by this person. Like, what the hell am I going to do? So maybe you guys were trying to give this person advice on how to live their life. Maybe you're trying to lift them up spiritually. Maybe you were trying to lift them up emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it was you were trying to do with this person. And no matter what side you're on, just understanding that you felt so bamboozled by what was going on, And you're like, so I feel like this person was supposed to love you. I feel like this person was supposed to be there for you no matter what. And at the end of the day, they really just opened it up. So they basically put you in a very awkward position. And it's like, you know that they tell stories about you. You know that they use your situation against you. They want everybody to feel bad for them. You know it's a lost cause. You know putting energy into this was a lost cause. And so what happened was, look, the Seven of Wands is here to tell you. And those cards fell out from different parts in the deck. One fell out from closer to the bottom. One fell out from at the top. This is success against all the odds. It's like you had to make sacrifices. And you're gaining the advantage. Now you're gaining the advantage. It's like you had, this was the story. It's like you're the emperor. You've been the emperor this entire time. You've been in this emperor energy, but it's like you put so much love and caring and kindness into this. You even tried to help this person out. So if this person's taking care of you, it's like you tried to help out when you could. But if you're taking care of this person, it was like you tried to offer them advice. Like, it's like no matter what, you tried to help this person out. Whatever it was that you gave to this person, you gave. And you gave in hopes that it would help balance the situation out. But this person, they're trying to step and use you as a stepping stone to get what they want. Like, they want you to do what they want you to do. Right? This is about stepping over someone no matter what the cost is to get exactly what they want out of life, materialistically. This person's only concern is materialism. This person's only concern is materialism. And it's like you're in this situation of being much bigger than that. It's like you're like, no, it's more than that. Like this, we should be able to band together and be stable together. And so I asked for more clarifying cards on the Emperor, and that's what they're saying. It's like you'd basically given up. It's like you knew that this was hopeless. This is getting stuck in a lost cause. It's like it was just going around and around and around and around and around. And so finally, what happened? It's like you started to really focus on yourself, focus on your work, and that's what your intuition is telling you. You have to let this situation go. Focus on your work. Focus on what you need to do here and now, because you're about to step up and have success against great odds. This was a huge odd for you. This was a huge burden for you. 777, clarifying the Emperor. I can't make that up. I can't make that up. That shit came out. I was like, all right, if you want these two cards, I'll take them. The Ace of Pentacles now on the bottom of the deck. This person, they were so concerned about material items, and I feel like that's what you didn't want to believe. You wanted to believe that this person cared about you. You wanted to believe that you had a connection with this person, right? I always get a home sense when the Chariot comes out. This is about being in a home situation again. You have Cancer, ruled by the home, the mother of the zodiac, coming out, trying to say, hey, take care of your own, love your own, make sure that everybody is well cared for, right? And I feel like that's the thing. It's like you're like, hey, I'm trying to make a good home. I'm trying to build up something that's stable. I'm trying to build up something that's worth having. And this person, all they're concerned about is their money, how much money they're spending on you or how much money you're spending on them. And that's what they make it about every chance they get. They try to make you feel guilty and shamed of where you're at in your life. And the source is saying, look, that's the lost cause. This person's energy is the lost cause, not you. Not you. You're the one that's going to have success against all the odds once you overcome this spiritual loss. It's not a spiritual loss. This person was sent to give you some sort of stability. Not them, but yourself. That's what your intuition's trying to tell you. Stop being so worried about it and just start focusing on the actions that need to take place. You know, karma, I get the karma, and I'm not talking about the bad kind of karma, like this person's going to get their just dues. Like, that's it. Everything you put out in the world, you get back. Good or bad. Intention is everything, okay? So what I really want to tell you here is karma is action, right? And when we take action, the point of the spiritual journey is to take action without being attached to the accomplishments or the fruit of our effort. And so when you let go of that attachment of being fruitful and having this Ace of Pentacles, when you just let go of that and just see that this situation just made you more willing to stop being in this place of emotional disgrace, emotional upheaval, material upheaval, like something happened. Okay, this is something huge happened with your stability. Like, basically threw you out the window. Okay, whatever that is. Something happened. But when you let go of that and you realize that that's going to bring you into a path of positivity, like, all of a sudden your abundance is going to flow in. So just really spend the time working on yourself now. Like, that doesn't matter. Just stop. Your intuition wants you to stop entertaining this person. They want to get into a conversation with you about money. Just walk away. You don't have, or say nothing. Silence is sometimes the biggest, most amazing thing that you could say is saying nothing. People don't believe me, but you know what? That shit, like, when you stop saying anything at all, this person's not gonna, they're just gonna walk away. They're not gonna have anything to say to you because you're not gonna say anything to them. They're just gonna be like, oh, well, I guess that didn't work. It works every time. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just works every time. Works every time. Look, and breach on the bottom. Yeah, you got to get out of this situation. You need to take time for yourself. Like, go get a massage. Go to the lake. Go do something by yourself without this person. Please. Like, it's just, this is some crazy ass energies coming in. It's like this person wants to control every aspect of your life, and they just want, the only reason they want to control you is because that makes them feel better about themselves. This is the one that wants to come out. Boom. Release. I don't know why they wanted me to flip that one over, but they wanted me to flip that one over. Release. You got to get out of this situation. It's not serving you. May I please have a Kuan Yin card for pile number 3? May I please have a Kuan Yin card for pile number 3? What's going to help them along their journey, Source? Whoa, okay. The Yin Empress. Number 40. Okay. And then what do we got here? Forest, breathe. Yeah, this person makes you feel very uncomfortable about everything. Like, it's like as soon as they're around, you just want to, like, peace out. But I feel like you're in a situation where you can't. Like, you're kind of like in a situation that you're tied to this person for the time being. And it's like, I really wish I could get the hell out of here, but I can't. And so it's just saying, this is putting you in the fight or flight mode. Really, all you need to do is take time and breathe. Breathe. Just take time and focus on your breath. When you take a moment to focus on your breath, you're going to come back into a place of centeredness, and that's going to help you grow stronger roots and grow the ability to deal with this person, i.e., walk away from them, not get involved in the conversations they want to get involved in. Like, everything I feel like this person does is they want to focus on themselves, what it is that they want to talk about, the only thing that they have going on in their lives. And when it comes to you and the journey that you're on, they make you feel inadequate. They make you feel like you don't matter. They're like, what kind of opinion does this person have? Because they don't even contribute anything into life, really. But they don't see, like, here's the problem. They're a queen. First of all, let's get this real. They're a queen, and they're in reversal energy. And I'm not saying you're bigger or better. I'm just saying they don't see. You're the emperor, and you're standing in your power. You've been giving without expecting. Now it's time to stop giving because you know that they're not going to give. That's just exhausting yourself. Release the situation. Let go. Bring it to a close. Stop fighting with this person. I feel like I want to read this one. I didn't read these for any of the others. But I feel like there's going to be something that comes up just from this little excerpt here. It says, release what you no longer need. Take action to move something from the ideas world into the physical world. Let go of the old, stale, and choose renewal. Wash away the negative aspects of the past. Surrender it all and embrace the new. Yeah, exactly. That makes so much sense. Wash this away. Like, you can't change this person. You can't change how they come up in life. You can't change how they come at you in life. You can't. Okay, but what you can do is release it and work on yourself, and then really start taking action towards bringing something into this world, because they're not, like, here's the deal, pile 3, like, when you guys blow up, this person's only going to come back to you for money, because you're going to blow up. Boom. Stop focusing on the outcome, though. Don't focus on this. Focus on your work. Just focus on the work, on being present in the here and the now with your work, and focusing on what you need to take care of each and every day. And then it's going to happen so much faster than you ever realized. And plus, that gives you a reason to step away from this person, even if you have to be in the same room because the house is small. Okay. The Yin Empress. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your soul purpose includes healing and empowerment of the divine feminine. The yin, exactly. Oh my gosh, this is like a wound of the divine feminine. And it's like you guys are going to learn how to heal that. You're already in your divine masculine, right? Like the emperor is the divine masculine. Simple. This person has brought up a trigger for you of the divine feminine. And that's just learning to just be at peace at the situation and really take time to work on yourself. Okay? You gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. Follow your work, guys. You are a spiritual leader and a pioneer, and part of what you are here to do for the planet on a soul level, whether you are a man or woman, is empower the divine feminine. The cosmic empress of yin, or divine feminine energy, so that we may live in a more balanced species on the earth. The divine feminine is only making her resurgence on this planet, and many do not understand her. Your sacred task, for which you will be richly supported, nourished, and rewarded, is to help live her truths now. In doing so, you are planting seeds of awareness and experience for others to draw from when they too are ready to live in her sacred truths. This will explain at times why you feel you do not fit into the current culture. You are not meant to, because you're meant to help it to grow and change. In the same way that beloved Kuan Yin had a rebellious and compassionate streak and did not fit into the world in the way that it was because she was born to help heal and ascend, so too does your soul yearn to make a real difference in the world, to help it be free of the fear that leads to competition and domination and power struggles, and instead to live from a place of love and peace. The gifts of the Yin Empress are experienced through your feminine power, which is assessed through living your heart's truth, your genuine values, and your fierce gentleness. Femininity is not weak, nor is it aggressive. It is fierce compassion that refuses to descend into judgment, and if it does, to rise again to compassion over and over and over again. Men and women in touch with their feminine power are able to love, to have compassion, to be truthful, and to honor what really matters to them. Whether it fits with contemporary culture values or not, they realize that they are helping to create a new culture with wiser values. Living in the way not only feels better and more truthful, it also leads to a successful life with much creativity, positive contribution, personal empowerment, and satisfying relationships, not to mention inspiration for others to draw from so they too may grow. You're being asked to live into your feminine power now, to be true to who you are and not give in to social conditioning that tells you feminine power is not enough. And you may compromise your values, your beliefs, or your compassion to get ahead or come out on top. You do not have to live that way. You're being empowered to live from your heart and realize that this is not only enough, it is a blessing for all. The Yin Empress thanks you for your loving devotion and service to her and shines blessings upon you now, beloved. That makes so much sense. Wow, sorry guys. There's a fly right here, scared the shit out of me. Yeah, so that makes so much sense. This is saying that, like, this person has basically been brought to you to trigger that divine feminine within you so that you may rise up into compassion and understanding. Just understanding that there's nothing you can do to change this person. That's what being in the divine feminine power is. It's just, the masculine is always trying to change people. And I feel like you did that for a long time. And now Kuan Yin is just asking you to let that go and really just embrace that, hey, you are who you are. I can't change that, but it also doesn't mean that I have to put up with what it is that you're doing or that you're saying or that you're bringing to the table either. All I can do is just walk away. I don't even have to engage. Like, that's what being in the divine feminine is. The masculine argues. The divine feminine, she doesn't. She doesn't. And you're definitely in your masculine energy right now. So it's like, it's okay. This is telling you, your intuition is telling you, in order to embrace the feminine is to let go of this person. Let go of this person thinking that they're meant to be with you on the next leg of the journey. Let go of this person thinking that it's up to you to support them in the next leg of the journey, because it's not. It's not up to you at all. Like, none of that is up to you. They have their own lessons to learn, and I feel like that's what's so scary, because it's like all your life, maybe you've said that you would help support this person no matter what, and now you're going back on that, but it's not you going back on that, it's just you realizing that it was it wasn't fair when you made that decision, because this person expected you to be their caretaker. This person expected you to always be their punching post. Do you see? So this is asking you to let that go and understand that you have to do this for your own well-being, for yourself, because you're coming into a powerful place very soon too. Like, it's been slow, it's been long. I feel like you've been in this energy for a long ass time. Like, this is a story to be told. It's like you kept trying to make this person see, and at the end of the day, all they did was like, why am I getting this energy of like, this is basically how this person is. You're like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go and work on myself and work on my work, and so, you know, I just wanted to tell you so I could be courteous. And in the background they're, yeah, right, like, you're ever gonna succeed. And then you're like, what? And they're like, oh, good luck. You know, like, they try to hide it, but it's like become pretty apparent that they can't hide it now. Like, their emotions have gotten in the way, and now they're trying to put their emotions on you because that makes them feel better. That makes them feel better about it. And, you know, that's not up to you to decide. That's not up to you to determine. That's not up to you to figure out for them. They have their own journey to figure out. And pile 3, now you're on to your own journey. Focus on your work. Focus on healing your divine feminine. Focus on having fun, being in a central place, being in a loving place. And I guarantee you guys are going to blow up and glow up like nobody even knew. And they're going to come back and they're going to ask you for more help, and you have to say no. It's not saying no because you're mad at them. It's saying no because you're protecting yourself from another situation, another repeat. Okay? This is what I have for you. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Alright, last but definitely not least is the people who chose pile number 4, or the Wheel of Fortune. And I just shuffled these, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming out on the bottom. This has happened on every single pile. Amazing. Let me get a drink. I'm super thirsty. I don't usually do 4 piles, but I felt so compelled to do 4 piles today for purpose. So what is your intuition trying to tell you? Okay, we have the 8 of Wands in the upright, the Hangman, ooh, the 7 of Cups in the upright, and the Fool in the reverse. First of all, take a risk. Take the risk. Take the risk. So let's get some clarifying cards. May I please have a clarifying card for the Fool card in the reverse for pile number 4, Source? May I please have a clarifying card for the Fool card? Alright. Thank you. And may I please have a clarifying card for the 8 of Wands? The 8 of Wands. May I please have a clarifying card for the 8 of Wands? They want this one. And then I feel like I need to just get one more. I don't know why. May I please have one more clarifying card? You're telling me one more? Yeah, okay. It wants to be here, so I'll leave it here. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse on the bottom. Okay, sorry. Just checking. Okay. Alright, so the Fool clarified by the Knight of Swords in the upright. And the 8 of Wands clarified by the Star in the reverse. And the 7 of Cups clarified by the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, this is a lot of interesting energy here. First of all, you're not communicating something. Like, you're not communicating to someone you feel like blocked. You feel like you're in a situation that like, your intuition is trying to tell you the reason you feel blocked or hopeless right now, or like things aren't coming to for you, is because you're too routine right now. Like, you're too routine, and it's making you feel like boxed in. It's making you feel hopeless. It's making you feel like you can't achieve anything, and it's making you feel like everything is going to fall apart. And it's not. You just have to be willing to, like, change the boundaries a little bit here. Change your perspective on the situation in front of you, right? Can you get out and maybe have a little bit more fun? Maybe let loose a little bit more. Go dance, go sing, go do something that's outside of your character, you know, like this is just saying it's like you don't have to feel hopeless about this situation. You're the one that controls your routine. If things are too routine, switch it up a little bit. Maybe if you go walk every night, maybe walk in the morning instead. Change your perspective. You know, like sometimes it's just when we change our perspective, things will start to be clearer to us and we won't feel so burdened by the things that we actually love doing. Like I feel like whatever it is that you're doing right now, you really love doing, but you feel almost like ready to give it up. Like you feel like you don't want to do it anymore. You don't want to take the risk on continuing with this. You don't want to take the leap, the fall, the jump, whatever, jump off the cliff, but because it's feeling burdensome. Feeling heavy. It's feeling like too many responsibilities, and the reason you feel like this is too much responsibility is because you're in a regulated environment. Don't give it up. You love it. You love doing it. Like you really truly love putting in the energy to this. Like that's why the 7 of Cups is here. It's like you enjoy it. You really enjoy it. It's not, you know, like you're struggling to maintain this goal. Like that's the thing here. It's like you're struggling to maintain this goal, and it's like Source is telling you it's like it's okay because you love doing this. You gotta set this up. The reason you feel like that is because you have a little bit of blurred boundaries here, right? You're struggling towards this goal, but you're starting to set boundaries for yourself, and so your intuition is asking you, be brave enough to take the leap. Be your own damn hero and take the leap. Like if this is what you want to be doing, then do it. Do it already. Put the work in. Don't give up. Just put the work in. Don't be like you're ready to give up. Why are you ready to give up, pile 4? This is your fortune. You need to get out and do something. You need to get away from the situation for just maybe a day or once a week. Like I feel like that's not the problem. I feel like you do get away, but you don't get away enough. You're constantly pouring back into this, and so you have a lack of communication here, and you have a lack of situations, or somebody isn't communicating with you, or you're not communicating in a situation where you're like, look, I just need to get out of here for a minute. It's like feeling like you're stuck in this situation, but you're not. It's like you have to be the hero. Take the risk. Don't be afraid of the risk. Like everything is pointing towards what it is that you're doing. This is about being able to set good boundaries, and you're in love with the things that you're doing. Right? You're adept at maintaining social situations, and maybe that's what's making you feel so anxious, is getting out there and presenting yourself to society because you don't feel like you fit in. Like, look at how singled out this 1 cup is in the middle of the card. It's like everybody else is on the outside and they seem to fit in, but you're all by yourself. Well, you're all by yourself because you're in a place of needing to change your perspective. It's like coming up into a spiritual perspective. It's like, let yourself be lifted up by Source. Maybe you need to go buy a hula hoop or a jump rope or something and get involved. Or what are those things called? A hippity hop? That was interesting. It was just a whole bunch of images rushed into me real quick. And it was like, you know, or like maybe the sock'em bopp'em rockers or something like that. You know what I mean? Like do something that a kid would do. It's like you need to really connect with this childlike energy, because it's being out of touch with this childlike energy that there's somebody in your life that's being very cold towards you, very cold towards what it is that you're doing, and it's like it's affecting you in some way, shape, or form, but it's like because you've been too much allowing them to create the situation for you, and so your intuition is saying is you're really not blocked, you're really not hopeful. Just listen to what it is that I'm telling you to do. Go read this book, go draw this picture, go paint this story, go write this story, go, you know, go sing this song, go dance to this, go invite somebody over here to this, but somebody that's outside of your situation. It's like your intuition is trying to shove you towards being able to handle the pressures of what it is that you have on your plate, because you have so much going on. You have so much going on right now, and yet it's like you're so concerned about the outside situation right now. It's like the outside situation is weighing heavier on your heart than the actual thing it is that you're doing. And that's what they're saying. It's like you're not making a choice. You're not making a choice to change your perspective here. You're not making a choice to what it is that you want to do. It's like there's, okay, this could be looked at as there's so many options, and that's what's weighing you down. But really, at the end of the day, this is you not taking the risk, not being able to choose that this is what you want to do and really fall into it and just be your hero. Be your hero. Somebody's being cold to you because you're different. Somebody's being really cold and vicious towards you because you're different, because you don't fit in. And they're using that against you, and it's like you're like allowing them to use that against you, and that's also forming your decision here. It's like forming the way that you do things. It's like forming the way that you approach life, and it's not fair to you at all. It's not. There's nothing fair about somebody else determining what it is that you need to do with your life, and I think it's just coming down to their triggering your fears. They're triggering what's inside of you that needs to be dealt with, and they're triggering the fact that maybe you've given up on a lot of things before and you haven't followed through. And I feel like there's a point right now where I hear it gets worse before it gets better. So it's like you're kind of in that stage of like where it's like it seemed like things were going good, but then all of a sudden they all fell off, and it's like what's the point of me even doing this? Because everything's already worse. Like things aren't coming through for me. Things aren't happening for me. And it's like you're about to find your own justice here. You have a spiritual choice that you need to make here. And understanding that this is your completion of a cycle. It's like just continuing forward on this journey and really putting your heart and soul into it. It's like it already affects you good. It's like it's not a bad thing. It's like what's making you question the journey, what's making you not put in and decide what it is that you truly want to do is because there's a person that's being so cold towards you, pile 4. This person's jealous of you, they're angry at you, they're mad, they feel left out, they're like greedy, they're determined to make you fall because they think they're right. And it's like you've been stuck seeing them as the reason that you're not moving forward, and it's not been them. It's been you. It's been you being afraid to change something in your life, that regulated situation. And it's like wishful thinking that this regulated environment is going to give you what it is that you need, and you know that it's not. I feel like you've lived in a regulated environment for a very long time, and it's not helped you in any way. And so it's like the story is this, your intuition was telling you it's time for you to see that you're okay. You're okay exactly as you are. It's honestly, I feel like the story goes this way. It's weird because I feel like somebody's been cold to you. It's like they've turned their back on you. They were supposed to be there for you, but they weren't. So you came in running, trying to do all these things all at once, and it became a huge burden for you. Okay? And so you had to change your perspective and put a new slant on things and realize that it wasn't the fact that you had too many options. It was the fact that somebody was being cold to you, that was pushing you to do things that you didn't necessarily want to do, or consider doing things that you didn't want to do. And so you put yourself in this regulated environment where everything was just the same. And then you're like, damn, like, I just feel like I wasted so much time. But you didn't. You didn't waste time in this at all. You didn't waste any time. What happened is that instead of wasting time, you actually began to step up into this hangman energy. So this could be a Pisces, this could be a Scorpio, this could be a Sagittarius, Aquarius. Like we have huge Aquarius energy here. This could be a Libra, right? It helped you step up into this. And what it's just interesting because you might resonate with one of the other piles. I'm not going to say which one, or a few. But you also have this Queen of Pentacles here, this Queen of Coins in the reverse here. It's like telling me that this Queen, whoever this Queen energy is, it's the same person. Okay, this is the same person. They're cold towards you, and plus they use you as a way to get what they want. Empathy, sympathy from people. They use you as an excuse to have what it is that they want in their life. Like, they're very rude, they're very cold to you, but they treat everybody else with respect, and it's like, you had to run away from them. Like, it's like, why do I have to do that? I felt like we were in this together, but they don't want to create that situation for you at all. They don't want it to be you guys being together. They just want to use you to get what they need in their lives, because that's what's going to make them feel better. And it's like, you have options, yes. Look, we've got the Two of Wands underneath that. You have options, yes, but you have to work. You have to work at it. You have to work at it. Okay? You have to really work at it, because there's a toxic energy here that's been trying to create a situation for you to question your every move. these two cards want to come out. Okay, and that's not fair to you, and that's where I feel like your perspective needed to change. It was like you had to listen. Look, we even have instinct. This is what is your intuition trying to tell you? To listen to your instinct, to listen to the fact that this person's not for you, they're against you, and that you have to take the risk. You have to risk being around this person so that you can work on your things that you have to do. And that's what's going to keep them from being such a burden to you. I feel like the only reason they felt so burdensome to you is because this person kept dragging you away from them. And here's the thing, it's not this person's fault. You kept allowing that, right? You kept allowing them to drag you away from whatever it was that you had going on in your life. And because of that, they felt like they were winning. Look, a question of loyalty here with truth underneath that. Like, this is about somebody not being truthful to you, and this is about learning who's loyal to you in this life, right? Like, so you have a question of loyalty here. Somebody's lying to you. It's like they're trying to convince you that they're for you, but really when they're out in public without you, ooh, some nasty things. Like, nasty. This is nasty energy coming through. These two queens, this isn't even just like, oh, you know, like whatever. This is somebody that's trying to hurt you because they want to hurt you. They've got some nasty things to say about you, and they do not shy away from it. Okay, let me get a Kuan Yin card for you guys. May I please have a Kuan Yin card for pile number 4 here, Source? May I please have a Kuan Yin card for pile number 4? Okay, that one wants to come out. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so we've got, look, rebirth and cloud shape-shifting. And this is so crazy because this is Aquarius energy to me too. This cloud shape-shifting. This is talking about maybe you just need to start doing your makeup or your hair or dressing up nice. You know, change your outwardly appearance so that you can remember to have fun. Remember to have fun in life. Maybe that's the problem. Like, you're not having fun with yourself. You're not having fun with your appearance. And I feel like maybe you used to in the past, but you forgot. And I feel like part of that's because of this energy that's come in. It's like they've weighed on you so much that you forgot that you used to have fun with all these little simple things. Like, you don't have to go far to have fun with yourself. This is remembering that you can change your outward appearance, but don't forget, pile 4, do not forget who you are. Don't forget who you are. And then we have spring equinox rebirth. This is talking about how after we've reflected in the spring, the seeds that we've planted are blossoming. So you have these seeds that you've been planting for a very long time, and you're about to go through this time of transformation where you're going to rebirth yourself into a new being. You're embracing the cycles that have happened in your life. You're allowing the transformation to come. You're embracing the wisdom that's coming from that. And along with that, look, she's got peacock feathers in her hair here, and that's like saying that you're embracing your abundance. Right? You're going to embrace the abundance that's coming to you, but it's been taking a long time for you to get to this energy, to this place. And so it's like part of this rebirth is going to be you paying attention to your outward appearance. It's not about the way that you look. You know, we have Libra energy coming here, and they're all about accessorizing. They're all about really truly embracing the creative, unique thing that they can do with their appearance. I feel like that's something that you used to enjoy yourself. You may have Libra in your chart. You don't have to. You may also have Aquarius in your chart. You don't have to, but this is about something that you used to do that you stopped doing. So maybe you used to wear really nice clothes and you just stopped and you just went to just wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts all the time, you know? And that sometimes is what happens on our journey. We lose our identity. And in losing our identity, we lose all the things that we used to love doing with our identity. And so now it's like this is fighting that need of being bored with yourself. So you need to change who you are and change your outwardly appearance so that you can really truly come into a place of rebirth and transformation. That's what's going to happen here. That's what's going to allow you to move forward in this journey, because whatever happened between you and this person has made you feel like you don't matter. And in that, it's reflected in your outwardly appearance. Then we have the number 19, goat, reliability. This is 10, completing this cycle, becoming your own person of reliability. No matter how somebody views you, it doesn't matter. You be reliable on you. Wake up, go do what you need to in the morning, go work out for yourself, go take a shower after you work out, brush your teeth, comb your hair, do your makeup, you know, put some gel in your hair, get some spikiness going on, whatever it is. It's about taking care of yourself and being reliable on yourself to take care of yourself, and not reliable on someone else to make you feel a certain way, because if you give that much power away to another person, it's going to make you feel weak every time, when you're not a weak person. You're not. This is completing the cycle. When you start to take care of your appearance, you're going to feel so much more empowered, which is what you need Pile 4. You need to feel empowered on your journey so that you can actually take the next step on your journey. And look, we've got number 3, Blossoms of the Sky Dancer. So 3 is talking about your angels are with you. They're protecting you. They're helping you through this journey. 1010 is a powerful number for you. 7 is about changing the things that you're doing so that you get luck. You have 3 coming out. And then 8. 8. Look, we've got the star clarifying the 8 of Wands. So 8 here. Yeah, this is definitely synchronistic to your journey. It's like you need to complete this cycle so that you can get beyond this. So let me read this card for you. The Blossoms of the Sky Dancer. This is such a pretty card. Let me pull it up here. See what Kuan Yin has to say to you guys. Alright. It says, Kuan Yin dances creative energy and light across the sky, causing blossoms to descend. In the same way, when we tap into our spiritual power of creation, we cause our life and all of life around us to bloom. Creation is a natural spiritual power within you, beloved, which is hand in hand with this rebirth card over here. Force can slow down the process. Yeah, so don't force yourself to get out of this situation. Allow yourself time to really observe it and just know that it's helping you grow. It is time to stop striving and to allow your manifestation to occur. Trust, let go, allow your creation to flow. Kuan Yin is a being of divine feminine power. She dances with the sky and heavenly powers of inspiration, and as a result, life blossoms around her. Kuan Yin brings you guidance that you are creating something important right now, something that is aligned with heavenly forces and light, that is significant for your path of the spiritual awakening on this planet. Whether you're fully conscious of it or not, it is happening. Your spiritual light is flowing into the physical plane with the intention to manifest creation, certain life situations and circumstances. These manifestations are in accordance with your spiritual path, and Kuan Yin will support you in their manifestation with her sky dance, which calls the divine light of inspiration and support into the earthly creation, so that we can experience the divine from here on earth. The way of the sky dancer Kuan Yin is the yin way, or the way of the divine magnetism. Yin power is the consciousness and beingness that allows us to draw into our lives that which we desire. We become attractive to it. Wealth, well-being, peace, passion, purpose, friendship, support, success, and so on. Rather than going out and striving for it as though we do not have it within us already, we can grow in our ability to simply be and become simultaneously, until we experience it physically in our lives. It is only a matter of time until it happens. To cultivate yin power to allow creation to manifest in your physical reality, you can focus more on allowing, flowing, surrendering, and participating in the greater flow, rather than the usual ways in the Western culture of doing, making things happen, forcing, intending, and holding presence. It is appreciation. It is joyful stillness and wonder. It is the realization within you that you are a spiritual magnet, and whatever you want to attract, you can, simply by cultivating the qualities you seek to experience externally within you. She guides you to skydance with her now, to become receptive to heavenly energies and to allow the manifestations to blossom like flowers falling from her divine feet. What did I say? Like, you guys need to get out of your current situation. Just take some time away. You know, like, that's what they're saying. Like, take some time to focus on your outward appearance. Really, you know, cultivate that feminine energy within. Go dance, go sing, go have fun. You know, like, go maybe to the ocean or go to the lake or go to the river or something. Just get out of where you're at currently just to change your perspective. You know, there's something healing about water here. There's definitely something about spending time out just in nature, letting the wind nourish you from the outside. This is about letting yourself become rather than doing. I feel like you do a lot, like you try to force things along. But this is about just focusing on your work and letting your work speak for itself, because it will. It may take some time, but If you're already working as though you have it, then it's already coming to you. Do you see? And that's why it's so important to just become in this energy, because that's what's going to bring you at peace. And this person in your life that is not so kind to you in and outside of closed doors, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them, right? They could be a Capricorn, they could be a Libra, they don't have to be. But this person, they don't care about you, they only care about what they get in their life. And so any way, shape, or form, they're going to put that off on you because that somehow makes them the victim in the situation. This is victim mentality coming through. Stepping on someone at all costs to get material gain. Being cold and abrasive to somebody because they don't want to be kind. Like, this person is a feminine energy. They could be a water sign too, or a earth sign. They don't have to be. But this person is very cold to you, and it's because they're cold to themselves. And they put that on you because it makes them feel better about their journey in their life. So just remember, this is your journey and that's their journey. You don't have to intertwine those because that is not how this works. You're not their hero. You're your own damn hero. And that's exactly what this Knight of Swords is saying here. It's time for you to make up your mind and just focus on what you want and run in full-fledged with it, because you will get it in the end. It's not just going to disappear. Like, there's something on your path that you're doing currently that is meant to be your path. Like, you're already involved in it, and just keep focusing on that because there's strength coming from that. You have something beautiful within you that's about to blossom. And when it blossoms, there's going to be a lot of people running back to you, asking you for help. And, you know, again, this is about cultivating kindness for yourself. You're the one that's transforming here. Everybody else is just kind of staying stagnant. Let them stay stagnant on the journey because, again, it seems selfish, but it's really not. It's really not, because when you ask for emotional support and just kindness on your journey and they couldn't give it to you, then why do you have to give them the support that they're asking for when they couldn't be kind and courteous to you? You see? See what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it works. Like, everybody wants something, but they don't want to pay the price to give out something in return. So it's like, I feel like you've been trying to help somebody in the long run, and it's like this person became cold to you, and so now it's like you can't decide what it is that you want. So there's something that you actually have been working on that's involved with your destiny. But getting around water is important. Like, that's definitely coming through. Being able to get around a body of water is definitely... So that may be the feminine energy that's coming in right now. This person may not even have anything to do with water, but I feel like they just want you to get around water. You know, you got Pisces and Scorpio energy coming out here. Something about connecting your emotions with the water. Deep emotional beings coming through. Someone who can go up to the top, the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And then the Scorpio, the transformation happens in the depths of the darkness, right? So this is allowing yourself to experience that because you're on the path that you need to be on. And so just remembering that this person has no control over you in any one way, shape, or form. Even if they think they do, that's fine. Let them think that. Let them think that, because when you glow up, you're going to bunk out. And when you bunk out, they're going to be like, oh, but... And it's like, no, like, look, all I wanted was your love, your kindness, your compassion, your encouragement. And you ain't want to give that. You don't want to give that. It's a small price to pay, right? Seems like a small price to pay until it's too late. But then for them, it might not be a small price to pay because they're not very kind and courteous to themselves. And that's hard. That's hard. When somebody treats themselves with disrespect like that, don't ever expect a person to give to you what they themselves cannot give to themselves. That's just, unfortunately, that's the way it works. Like, people can't love you if they don't love themselves. And that's the way of the world right now. Everybody thinks that they can fall in love with the world when they don't even know how to love themselves. That's the whole, oh, you complete me. Okay? Don't be afraid of your journey. You're here to offer something grand to the whole world. Bigger than what anybody knows. Bigger than what even you know. Alright? That's what I have for you, pile number 4. Thank you so very much for joining me in this. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.